Prep is the first and most considered factor when it comes to issues with lifting. So if you're experiencing problems with lifting, it would be a good idea to reflect on your prep, then go from there. The first thing is to push the cuticle area. Then I like to use the opposite end of the cuticle pusher to gently scrape around the side walls and loosen any new growth. When it comes to nippers, I typically use them only if it's necessary. I think I had like 3 areas that needed attention. And to clean that up, my preference is a slim bit, because while doing so, I could really get into the sidewalls too. So how are you guys? I've been having so much trouble with the internet the last several days. It keeps saying my connection is lost, so I've been having to race to upload whenever it seems to be running. If I were using a longer slim bit, I can also go over the nail plate with it. Otherwise, you'll often see the sanding band used to remove any other buildup or oils from the nail plate. And all of this is done at really low speeds on the E-file depending on the nails, anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 RPM. This hand needed a good prep, as you could see from what's coming off. When necessary, I clip the nails so that any length or growth doesn't conflict with the enhancement that's going on. And I've always stressed that using a glass file is more healthy for the nails. Your natural nails, that is. Now I do a pop-off method, so I'm showing this is where you would apply dehydrator, then primer, and some people do the primer twice, but again it depends on the individual client's nails. Sizing the nails, whether it be full coverage or tips, is just as much part of prep too. If you don't have a size that's a good fit, always best to size up then adjust down, as you'll see me do. Also, from time to time, you might see me cut the points to get the well to lay better flushed. So you see the lined area inside? That's the well. There's a slight indentation for the natural nail to lay into it almost perfectly. Now I remember a time when it was suggested to only use a dot of glue. The thing really is, you don't want to totally rely on your glued nail tip to be your absolute retention. So I like to make certain the well is filled with glue as evenly as possible. At first the pinky didn't adhere, so I had to try again. Oh, and remember to pinch the sides to get the outermost to stay. You know those points I just talked about? And most of you know that brush-on glue is my most preferred. Today I'm cutting down a little more past the numbers. And the thumb always needs to be shorter for me. Now because I didn't blend the nail tip flush, I'm applying a small bead on my nail bed to bring the two surfaces even. But going down the entire nail surface first with more clear is actually best for this length to create some strength. Or if there's a plan to do a file down and then another set after. Today I'll create some strength when capping. So I decided to do this set with Young Nails Cover Beige. And switching acrylics from what I've been using regularly took a little getting used to. Not only that, I'm actually using a new brush. It's not a popular brand, which I've only stuck to for the most part, but I know all of us can admit we've got something from time to time just because of its looks or whatever. And this happened to be my guilty pleasure. I mean, even if it just sits and looks pretty on the desk. I got it off Amazon from a company called Shine Choice, and it's so beautiful. I just couldn't help myself. See, can you blame me? It's working pretty well for now, and if you notice any stray hairs, that's only from when it goes into the cover, which was actually the reason I started looking for a new brush. I wanted one with a cover. Now, Young Nails is super buttery, so I'm still distinguishing bead size and polymerization time, which, by the way, it's shown on their webpage when you're selecting your acrylic colors. I love watching nail videos as much as I like creating them, and of course acrylic is my most fave, and many of your comments say you enjoy it as well, so I'm gonna let you sit back and watch, and I'll be back in a few. I did exclude capping, filing, and shaping. And the other reason is because they started coming off. I gotta admit, I was a little annoyed at this point because we're all looking for that pop-off method that still holds it in place. So is it really a pop-off thing, or you know what I mean? And then I go right into some quick nail art. And I mean quick. The middle and ring fingers will be the V cut with black. And I tend to do my lines free-handed, then fill them in. The index and thumb will have abstract lines. I top coated everything except the pinky with matte finish. Then I forgot I meant to sugar the pinky and went in with glossy top coat. But you know what? It still turned out beautiful. I trimmed the black with gold glitter liner gel. And then these stones. So you'll see this one and both nails will get the same. There were so many compliments, in fact, on both sets that I'm wearing at this point. And if you haven't seen that video, it's a very relaxing ASMR with really nice music. And I'm doing an acrylic application using my non-dominant hand. You can click the link. I love how they turned out. If you like them too, click the like button. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. I really appreciate you being here today and look forward to seeing you in the next one. Much love.